Hello? Oh my god, we dropped the conquest insignia. Hello? What the fuck? What the fuck? YouTube. Today we are redoing our beacon farm pets versus no pets testing. Now, the reason I'm redoing it, in case anyone's confused about it, is I received quite a lot of flack in my first video, where a lot of people felt like they were kind of cheated, and the comparison was more a test of the Afterlight Leak mechanic versus not the Afterlight Leak mechanic, which actually led to me like doing this poll on my channel, where I was asking people like, yo, should I not do the mechanic? Should I do the mechanic? And if I do the mechanic, should I just not change the mechanic pets? Blah, 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 blah. And the overall majority of people did vote that the way we're doing it initially is not good. Only 10% of people voted to keep it the same. With a somewhat even split between keeping the pets consistent between sets or just not doing the mechanic at all. Now, this did win the vote overall to keep the, to not do the mechanic overall, but I did think a lot about it for quite a lot, and I just think that's stupid to do. I think if you're playing this game and you're not doing the leak mechanic, you're just playing the game wrong. And part of me doing this Pets vs. No Pets series is I want to showcase people not only mapping strats I think are going to be good or potentially good, but also showcase them proper mapping. I don't want to teach people bad habits. I don't want to showcase bad habits. I think if you're playing this game, you're not doing the leak mechanic, you're just throwing away free FE. So I'm very curious about people that like voted for this option. Like, why exactly do you think I should not do the Afterlight mechanic? And if your reasoning is going to be like, oh, well, if you don't do the mechanic, it's a more direct comparison of the thingy. No, it isn't. That's not how you map. No one maps that way. It's not a direct comparison. Because any person doing the strat is going to do the leak mechanic. And if you're going to be like, if you're going to say that, oh, it's future-proofing it, because now in the future I can come back to this video, nobody's fucking coming back to this video next season. You're not going to watch an Afterlight video to decide your farming strat for next season or the season after that. Like, nobody does that. That's fucking stupid. So with all that being said, I personally don't agree with this option. Going forward, I will be keeping the pets consistent. And I will not be changing my Afterlight pets between sets. But I'm curious, then, if I do that, do you think I should use the Legendary Afterlight pets? Or should I just use purple pets and not use any Afterlight pets at all? I don't really care which one I do, I'll be honest with you. Either or is fine with me. But that is actually going to be what today's beacon test was all about. So before I show you the results, I'm gonna blue ball you a bit longer. For a strat, what we did today is we did the same beacon strat as last time, but instead of taking this 12% additional drop quant, we took this node off and went for rare cards. I'm not sure if I think rare cards is worth it. I did feel throughout all of this mapping that if I instead went for like just +1 confusion card, this would have just been better. Or if I went for drop quant, it would have been better. Simply because in my 200 maps that I did, I had 3 rainbow cards, which is pretty good. 3 rainbow cards is pretty decent. And 2 orange cards. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that good to me. It's like not much better than what I was doing before in the previous 200 map set, We had less orange cards and like, I guess more rainbow cards, but like, I don't know. It just felt kind of like it didn't do anything. With that being said, with the extra points, we of course did the exact same points in God of War. We did these points in Beacon. And then we went for full drop quant inside the drop quant, like in the quant commodity tree. We went for extra bosses, we went for resonance, and we went for winding keys. Pretty decent overall, pretty decent stuff overall. I think if I were to redo this, I probably would have just gone for drop quant because, it's just consistent money with the leak mechanic. And then the way the mapping worked was quite simple. If I got any card, like, if I had 3 cards like this, I would just reroll until I would get a card that's either drop quant, magic monsters, or the beacon card. So here we got drop quant, I would just keep that. I would click to 10 to 100% drop quant, run this setup, and just open portal. And then very simply, just run in, do the leak mechanic. Oh! Nice. That's a good one. Very simple, just run in, do the leak mechanic. Now the leak mechanic is very, very, very convenient for beacon farming because it does pretty much instantly get you to full, what do you call that? It does just instantly get you to full, like 14 stacks of God of War. Because if you don't do the leak mechanic, you will very often actually just not get, you know, 14 stacks of God of War. And once the leak mechanic is done, we just run through the map, quickly kill off everything that's left. And, ooh, portal out. And that was a really good map. 177 FE. Let me add this to the last session. Okay, so with all that being said, let's look at the results. I'm going to be bringing out the mini Mia again. And I'm going to be putting myself straight in the middle. Now my voice does not change when I get tinier. But maybe it should be squeakier for immersion reasons. So here is this testing we did. We did Beacon Farm 2.0, pets. We did we did pets versus no pets without Afterlight pets. So for this without Afterlight pets setup, what we did is we ran Drop Quant, Lunaria, and Compass, purple pet. The reason for these are quite simple. This gives 38% drop quant, this gives 38% drop quant, and this gives 42% drop quant. No Afterlight pets at all were used. And then for the with Afterlight pet setup, we went for Obituary 6, Twilight Spark 6, and the purple Afterlight pet. And in case you saw this at the bottom here, we happened to drop not only a max focus blessing ring, which is worth 12k FE, a conquest insignia, which is worth 4k FE. On top of all of that, I also dropped ×3 unfettered constellation, which I sold for 4.5k FE. Pretty decent mapping set, if I do say so myself. So, obviously, those are not standard drops at all. They are not to be expected. So in the two sets where that did happen, I did remove that from the testing. So in this very first set, with no Afterlight pets, with full legendary pet setup, so Chalk, FE pet, and Twilight Sparks, I did deduct the 3,500 FE we got from the Conquest Insignia. Now, fortunately, the ring was not included in the Etor. And once I deduct that, we made 3,200 FE per hour. And in that mapping session, we dropped 41 deep space beacons, which is the most we did in any session. We dropped 295 T8 beacons, 1,279 raw FE, and we had 3 maps of orange card. So I say 3 maps of orange card because we had an orange card spawn, but it spawned at the very end of the mapping set, because we did sets of 50. So we only got to do 3 out of the 4. And then the other one got carried over to the notepad setup, which is why this is 5. Now you're going to see, you have total maps 55 here. We did 50 maps of Glacial Abyss. We did 3 Watchers. And then we had 2 special like events, like the Special Invasion spawn. And we obviously did both Special Invasions. Because, again, I'm trying to emulate realistic mapping. This is how you play the game. You don't play the game by not doing the leak mechanic, by not doing Watchers, by not doing this, not doing that, not doing that, okay? I am showcasing real mapping. The way people will actually play the game, because that's the realistic amount of FE that you'll be making playing this game like a normal person, and not some sort of AI bot. Now, going over to the notepad setup, we made significantly less FE. We did 1,400 FE, which is so far the least amount of FE we've made doing beacon farming in any setup. And it is obviously no pet with no Afterlight pet. So, kind of expected. We dropped 29 deep space beacons, 264 T8 beacons, 751 raw FE, which is significantly less raw FE, and we had 5 maps of orange cards. Then, this is where things get a bit weird. So now we're playing with the Afterlight pets. So this is full legend drop pets, as we did in the very first 15 maps, with the full Afterlight drop pet setup. So in theory, both of these sets should be significantly better than the first two. They weren't. Because beacon farming is a very RNG strat. I got a lot of flack because people just felt like the Afterlight pet was carrying, but realistically, it's just the variance that comes with beacon farming. So in this setup, what we did is we farmed 29 deep space beacons, 290 T8 beacons. Oh, also this is where we dropped the ×3 card, so I had to, I had to account for that and recalculate the FE per hour myself. We dropped 948 raw FE, and we had 2 rainbow cards. And I'm gonna repeat that. We had 2 fucking rainbow cards in this map set. 2 rainbow cards. And this was the second worst set by far. These 2 rainbow cards are the only reason this didn't do worse than the no pet, no Afterlight setup. It is... Oopsie, let me make myself bigger. It is, like, completely fucked. But that's just what happens in this game. There's a lot of variance that's gonna happen in 50 maps. These first 50 maps here combined is 3 KFE. These next 2 maps combined is 4 KFE. It is just a numbers game. You need to play the game a lot. You need to do a lot of maps to get a consistent amount. Then for our last setup, which is also the best setup we had, we did no pets again, but with Afterlight pets. And we had 35 deep size beacons drop, which is not actually the highest. It is the second highest. In the first set, we had more. We had 313 T8 beacons, which is the highest amount of T8 beacons we saw dropped anywhere. And we had 1,480 raw FE dropped. This is without chalk. By far the most raw FE from any strat we've seen so far was without chalk. Chalk haters, rise up. And we had 1 rainbow card in this mapping session, 0 orange cards. We did end up making 3,432 raw FE, FE per hour, and 2,414 raw FE. And we had 55 maps because we had 2 special maps happen. And all of this was done with, of course, the full Afterlight pay-to-win combo. Now, let's just look a bit at the loot, so we can see, if there was any, exceptional drops or anything like that happened. So, this is the first setup. So, this is Chalk, FE pet, Twilight Sparks, no Afterlight pets, just purple pets. We obviously had the Conquest Insignia that I had to remove from the data. Deep Space Beacons, Flame Elementium, Glacial Abyss Beacons. These 3 are always going to be at the top. Then we had a RNG Disappearing Shadow card drop, which was pretty nice. Some Gold Wicks, some Resonance, some Sacred Fossils. I didn't do Red Resonance this time around. I'm not so sure if the Red Resonance points are even worth it, I'll be honest with you. Because, if we were to math this out quickly... what actually does the Red Resonance do? So there's a 3% chance that our Deep Space Resonance... our resonance become deep space resonance, and we dropped 9% chance for resonance to become flame sand. Now, obviously, that's really bad for beacon farming, but even for a non-beacon farming strat, I don't think resonance makes that much sense, because you have 1,101 resonance, 90% of it just poofs. Sorry, that's not 9%. 1101 times 0.1. 9% of it just poofs. And then from this 110 that we have left over, only 3% has a chance to become a Deep Space Resonance. Wow. We got 3 Deep Space Resonance. Let's say all of these replicated and duplicated. So wow, we dropped 7 Deep Space Resonance. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That point seems fucking trash to me. I would rather just drop never on Resonance because they're worth quite a lot. 0.1 FE per is really good. We dropped some Sacred Fossils, some Gold Wicks. Strava Wicks, beginning of the ends, obviously because we did 3 Watchers. Pretty much nothing out of the ordinary here. The only really exceptional drop would be the Disappearing Shadow. Then for the next set, the no pet setup, which is also the worst one we had of the session. So we are now, just in case you didn't keep up, we had no pet with these afterlight pets, which is no afterlight pets. And in this session, we had 29 deep space beacons, 751 FE, 140 glacial best beacons, 5 gold wicks, so we actually dropped more gold wicks, 14 silver wicks, more silver wicks, 942 netherrealm resonance. We kind of dropped like more of all of these, but we kind of just got messed up by the lack of beacon drops, as well as like not really having any like good compasses or anything like that in tandem, which just kind of messed us over, unfortunately. Then going over to the setup with full pay-to-win pets and pay-to-win pets, we had, of course, the absolutely crazy ×3 unfair constellation drop, which I did, you know, take out of the data because it's just not a fair comparison at all. 39 deep space beacons, the FE glacial best beacons. We had more gold wicks and silver wicks drop, which does make sense. We do have the afterlight pets, so any potential silver wicks or gold wicks have not only more drop quant to them, but they also have that slight chance to get duplicated. We did have a Nether King's Divine Remnant drop, which were very much lacking in these 200 map set. We had almost like no like remnants drop. We did in the next set have one of these triple though, which did help our FE per hour a lot. And then 1068 netherrealm resonance. Some sacred fossils, some bronze wicks, but overall nothing too special. This is another one where like the big factors are just the FE and the deep space beacons and glacial best beacons, just like carrying 99% of it. And then in the last one, this set here, let's see, how much did we do if we include the showcase map? Including the showcase map, we made 3,570 FE. Pretty damn good for the no pet setup. Pretty damn good. Just absolutely an astronomical amount of FE. 1,546 with no chalk. Get fucked, chalked enjoyers. This is just using blue and purple FE pet. 30 deep space resonance. Significantly more glacial best beacons. Like, these two things play such a major factor in the total amount of FE we made. Only 4 gold wicks, way less than the others. Well, not way less, but a tiny bit less. 6 sacred fossils, which is kind of crazy, actually. That's a lot of sacred fossils. And we did drop the God of War Divine Remnant, which for some reason is more expensive than the Nether King's Divine Remnant. And it happened to triple, which is very, very nice. Significantly less silver wicks, but we dropped more resonance. And beyond that, you know, nothing too special or crazy or interesting. Just generic as drops. But yeah, I think the biggest like takeaway, at least for me, from watching, you know, from redoing this test and getting these results I did get, is like, obviously, if I choose to run the leak mechanic pet, this is going to just add like maybe like 1 KFE an hour. Just straight up 1 KFE an hour to whatever strat we're doing. But sample size, more so than anything else, is going to be important. Because this game is very RNG. A lot can happen in 50 maps, and like, even if your pets in the long run are going to like average out to XYZ numbers, you can just with no pet setups just have astronomically good map sessions. You know? Maybe if I did 200 maps of each of these, then it would start to average out a bit more and we'd have a much better idea. But realistically, this is just always going to be the issue. And lastly, please shut the fuck up about afterlight pets. Holy fuck, you guys are annoying. Stop blaming it. It doesn't just fucking double your FE per hour. I've shown multiple times now that, like, if you run the mechanic without pets, it's still really fucking good. Just play the game. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I wish you all a lovely, lovely day further. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.